Take a look at this beautiful message. Right then, so for context, in order to understand this particular dua and the instances we can use it, we must look at the life of Sayyidina Musa. So one of the things that Sayyidina Musa had to deal with was that he was a wanted fugitive. So he was a wanted man. He had a bounty on his head, and the Egyptian Coptics wanted to kill him. They wanted him dead, and at the time he left Egypt where he was wanted and moved to Madian, okay, where he spent 10 years of his life, until eventually he was instructed by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to return back to that place where he is a wanted fugitive, where he potentially may be killed. It's like if in a particular country, if you enter there, they're going to arrest you the moment you arrive at the airport. You're never going to go to that country. But on the command of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, now Musa alayhi salam must return back to Egypt in order to inform the Pharaoh regarding Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala being the Lord and him being sent as a prophet. So Musa alayhi salam is on his way back to Egypt where he's a wanted man, and of course he would feel anxious, and he in this moment makes a dua to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And what does he say? He says, Rabbi shrah li sadri. Ya Allah, open up my chest for me. This constriction I feel and this heavy pressure I feel in my chest, and that's something that we all experience from time to time, whether it's before an interview or, for example, in your school days when you had to stand outside the head teacher's office, right? That anxiousness, that anxiety that you feel. And he makes this dua to Allah. Oh Allah, I'm feeling anxious. Rabbi shrah li sadri, open up my chest for me. Wa yassir li amri, and make this matter easy for me. Meaning the matter I'm about to embark upon, it's not an easy matter, it's a difficult task for me, right? I have to go back now in this place where I'm wanted. They may try to kill me. Make this easy for me. So this is how Musa alayhi salam, he starts his dua off. He continues with his dua and he says to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, wahlul uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli, and oh Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, remove the knots in my tongue so they may understand what I'm saying to them, right? And this was because when Musa alayhi salam was younger, it's been reported that he placed a hot coal upon his tongue, which then caused him to have a stammer. And others have reported that Fir'aun, he used to make fun of Musa alayhi salam for this. So when he was given this task to then approach Fir'aun, he wanted to be able to speak clearly to him. So it's later then mentioned, Ibn Kathir mentions actually, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, he then cured him from this. And not only that, one of the greatest gifts that a brother had given to another brother had been established on this day due to the dua of Musa. And in the next ayah it's mentioned as well, that due to this dua, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, he granted prophethood to the brother of Musa alayhi salam, Harun alayhi salam, to assist him. It's an amazing special dua, and it could be used for many things. Firstly, for anxiety. If you have an interview, if you have a difficult task ahead of you, if you have, maybe even it's your wedding day, right, and you have to recite the kalimas, right, it's a perfect time to recite this dua. If you have a stammer, if you have a stutter, it's also perfect to recite the dua. It could be recited, and often even before giving a speech, giving a talk, giving a presentation at university, at college, at school, wherever. This is a perfect dua for you. So I would definitely recommend everybody to memorize this Quranic dua and use it in their lives. Inshallah, you'll find that it will be immensely beneficial for you. Jazakallah. Thank you very much. Assalamu alaikum.